And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. We got a good one for you today. Buffalo versus Jacksonville. Two of the best teams in the AFC. Two teams that have Super Bowl championship aspirations. Big surprise by Jacksonville last year. They were 4-13. They switched those numbers around, winning 13 out of 17 here. They are probably the hottest team coming into the playoffs, and we're going to see if they can continue to make strides and defeat one of the preseason, offseason favorites to win the Super Bowl this year in the Buffalo Bills, who are looking good, but definitely have a lot of flaws. We'll see how they go. They're about to kick it off here. David Stegosaurus. Oh my God! I almost didn't make it before the start. Let's go. Here we go. I picked the Jags. Okay, I did too, my man. I did too. Jacksonville going to start with the ball. They get it across the 25, 30, 34. So a decent return there by Allen. I do apologize for being a little bit late. The I was trying to watch it on the the old antenna, the satellite, but it was just way too pixelated. It was not coming through clearly, so I had to kind of audible, and we're going to go with YouTube TV. It's going to be a little bit of a delay. I think there's like a 7-second delay, so I apologize if you're a little bit ahead of me, but I will do what I can. But glad to see you, man. David, happy Sunday to you, my man. Hope you're doing well. It's going to be a nice little end around, and Buffalo sniffing that one out. Matt Milano dropping them for a loss of about 4 on that one. Second and long coming up for the Jags. Dang, dude. He tried to get all the way to the sidelines. I think if he cuts it up after making the first guy miss, there's going to be some positive yardage. All right, Lawrence in the shotgun, running back to his right there. He's got 2 receivers stacked up close to the line of scrimmage. Oh, hold up. Throws to Etienne on the left side. It breaks a tackle and is going to get about 5 or 6 yards across the 35. So nice little catch and run there by Lawrence's former college teammate there, Travis Etienne. We saw Trevor Etienne. We saw his little brother yesterday. Unfortunately, had a little bit of a rough game, losing a fumble on a punt return. Throws to the left, and woo! Oh my God, great throw, but even better defense, man. Even better defense. That was Jacoby Myers almost making an incredible catch along the left sidelines. So unfortunately for the Jags, they're going to go 3 and out, man. Bishop. Oh, actually, no. I thought Bishop might have gotten a hand on it. Nope. Jacoby just could not handle the pass. Dang. FYI, this evening is the wake for Grandma Stegosaurus, so I may not even make it for much of it. Hey, no, all good, my man. Again, dude, my condolences, and shout out to hopefully I can pay my respects to Grandma Stegosaurus here. I'm gonna throw some emojis. We'll get some frogs in the chat for Grandma Stegosaurus. Where are you? Punt was a decent punt. It'll be somewhere inside. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're all good, my man. You do your thing. There we go. Eben, who's gonna win this one, Dave? I think Jacksonville. They're the better team overall, but I said it yesterday. When you have a guy like Josh Allen, when you have a quarterback that is going to be a future first ballot Hall of Famer, it's tough to bet against him. So I think Jacksonville is the better team. They should win, but Bills have that X factor, man. A run up the gut picks up about 3 yards. Plus, the Bills, they have a pretty decent running back in James Cook. Only one of the top 3 best running backs in the NFL. Only. Yeah, man. But if they can get Cooks running early, man, picking up chunks, it's only going to make it so much easier for Josh in the latter stages of the game. 2nd and 7. Josh looking, throws, and that one's not going to pick up anything. So 3rd and 7 coming up. Great job by the Jags, able to rally to the ball. Oh, cheerleader spotted. There we go. We got the cheerleaders. I guess Jackson. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. The one thing I've noticed, man, most of the teams that have cheerleaders either play in a dome or they're in warm weather, which makes sense. Makes sense. You're local. Welcome, welcome, my dude. How you doing? Man, we got Eben, we got Your Loco, we got David. Heck yeah, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Give me your predictions, your guys' predictions for this game. Let me know. Throws to the left, and it's caught, and Shivers with a little shimmy shake. Gets a first down there. Let's go. All right, man. Buffalo on the move. Nice job, man. Breaking a tackle and picking up some yardage after the catch. God, please. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 23. It's going to be a run by Cooks, cutting it to the right, and that'll be pickup of about 4, but we do have a flag on the right side of the field. Probably going to be on the Bills on this one. David, Chiefs have cheerleaders, and they got -4 in that Miami game. Where the I guess the cheerleaders would be out, but they had to be like in coats, I'm assuming. Probably some sweatpants, looking like Ralphie from A Christmas Story. Just they really couldn't put their arms down. They're just shaking the palms, the pom-poms. They're like, "Can we put your arms down?" And they would just pop back up, you know. Everybody, it was always, give me a T. Give me a T. Give me a T. What does that spell? Cold. Man, that might have been not my best bit, but I like it. I like it. It would be better if I could. You could see the whole thing. You could see the whole thing. We got 1st and 20 after the penalty. Ball's back at the 13. Ooh, nice little screen on the left side, and I believe that is Shakir picking up what looks like 13 on that one. Nice fake there by Allen. Took the snap, looked to the right, and then once that defense kind of shifted over just a bit, looked to the left, finds his most reliable receiving target this season, Khalil Shakir. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we got Your Local, my Bills winning 35-23. Okay. I joined late. Who got the ball first? The Jags did. It was just a quick 3 and out. Throw it to the right side, and that picks up the first down. There we go, man. The Bills stampeding down the field right now. Looking good. Yeah, the Jags got the ball. It was an end around on the first play, lost 3 yards. The second play was a throw to Travis Etienne, picked up, I think, about 5 or 6. And then the other one was a throw to, the third down play was a throw to Jacoby Myers. But it was a tough catch, couldn't make it, and then they punted. So Jax had the ball first. There you go. Okay, thank you, David. And I give you a Z grade. All right, here we go. I'll take it. I'll take it. And it was going to be a toss to the right, but it'll be a false start on the Bills here. That's going to be on the rookie tight end, Jackson Hughes. All right, we got Josh in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got a single receiver on that right side. Jacksonville throws the blitz. Josh able to get out of it, and he will pick up some positive yardage, picking up about 6 or 7 there on the scamper to the left. And that was Devin Lloyd, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, able to run him down. Not able to make a play on the ball, but just able to get Josh before he can pick up even more. All right, man. Mr. Haley Steinfeld is doing pretty well. I think I said Steinfeld. Steinfeld? I don't know. I can't remember her last name. His wife. All right, 2nd and 8. Quick throw to the right side. Shakir is going to pick up 2 on that one, setting up a 3rd and medium. Nice little flat route there. Almost kind of was able to get to the edge, but Jones, number 22, Jerry and Jones, able to get to him. Oh man, dude! After last night, man, whew, I needed like an 8 to 10 hour break from football, man. It was a rough one. All right, we got 3rd and 6. Josh, quick throw over the middle, tries to get it to his tight end, and that'll be incomplete. Looks like that was a Kincaid who was looking for a flag, did not get one, and unfortunately the Bills were looking good on this drive, picking up a trio of first downs, but unfortunately started out so deep in their own territory that they did not even cross midfield. So, gonna have to punt this one away. All right, fair cut by Washington, and we're going to see Jacksonville back on the field here. All right, guys. I'm going to grab some caffeine to kind of wake up a little bit more, so I'll be right back. All right. Guess who's back? Back again. Dave is back. Tell a friend. All right. So, still in the commercial break here, man. But coming into this game, man, Buffalo has been trying to get that offense kind of back on track, man. What you saw in that first drive is kind of what we've seen from the Bills over the last, I would say, the last month of football. The offense has been able to create plays, man. They've had to kind of the big plays, like the big chunk plays, those 20, 30, 40 yarders are just not there for most of the game. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, it's just not there. Usually they start to get those in the fourth when they have to kind of really get back into it. And that typically the Bills are a team that right now is built to run the ball with Josh Allen trying to find his tight ends and obviously Shakir and get those guys kind of going. That's what you want this Bills team. That's what the way that they're built to be able to be successful. Right now, the inconsistencies at the tight end, whether that's because of injury or just performance, has not been there over the last month and a half. And then finally, the running game has been slowed down just a little bit. Still one of the best in the NFL in terms of where they stand in terms of average. Actually, I think they might be the second or best running team in the NFL. But the chunk plays for Cooks, when they focus on him and they put so much pressure on Josh, it has not always worked in the past. I think part of that has been the lack of depth and performance by the receiving core. All right. Run up the gut, and that is Travis Etienne picking up about 3. Chris, Lasso. Good afternoon, man. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Chris, who do you got? Who you got winning, man? Are you going to go with, you're going to stick with your Florida team or a different Florida team, but obviously not Miami, or are you going to say, you know what? I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo. Let me know. But Chris, how you doing, my man? How's your weekend been treating you so far? All right, Lawrence in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got a condensed formation there. And it's going to be a false start on Jacksonville, that left side of the offensive line, moving way, way too early. All right, we got 7:05 on the clock, 7:05, so midway through the first quarter here. Jags all day. All right, I like it. I like it. There we go. David, Chris. What up, David? There we go. There we go. Chris, David, Chris. But yeah, man. Let's go, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you for being here. Please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Helps out the video. Helps out the channel a ton. 2nd and 12 after the penalty. Lawrence in the shotgun. Pressure from the left side. Throws to that left side. And he's got a man. Travis Etienne trying to make somebody miss. He ends up stumbling, but is able to pick up about 10 or 11 yards on that one. To be honest with you, I think if he would have just picked one side or the other a little bit sooner, he might have picked up the first. I think he was dancing a little bit too much, man. Just a little too much. looking like a Looney Tune trying to run, man. Just like nice so far. Took the week off. I like it. So it's back to work tomorrow. Dang it. God, man. Work really needs to relax, all right, man? Work just needs to relax. It's going to be a run up the gut. Etienne finding a hole and getting it down to the 39. That is a first down for the Jacksonville Jaguars. First down of the game here. Ooh, there we go. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Got time, throws over the middle, and it's nearly picked off. It bounces right out of the hands of his receiver and nearly into the grasp of a waiting Bishop there, Cole Bishop. Woo! Cole Bishop, man, nearly, I think that would have been his first career playoff interception. Woo! Yeah, it looks like Lawrence was trying to get out to Washington. I think there was a little bit of a misunderstanding of where that route was supposed to go. 2nd and 10, ball at the 39. Lawrence looking, throws over the middle, and he's picked off to the 50, to the 40, 35, and down near the 32. Trevor Lawrence literally just throwing it right to Jack Thompson. Did not see the linebacker underneath the route. And Jack able to just snatch that one with a nice little return. Picks up nearly 20 yards on the interception return there. Not a pick six. Sorry, David. But yeah, it was basically like a dig route, almost like a post route in the middle of the field. And once again, Lawrence just did not see the linebacker that was just hunkered down underneath that route. Lawrence making the tackle on the to stop that return. Yep, and that's how the Bills are gonna win this game, man. If they can get Lawrence to make mistakes. 1st and 10, toss to the right, and Cook able to pick up about 3 yards down to the 30. Oh, there we go. Sorry, once the caffeine hits the brain here, we'll get it. But man, yeah, that was a bad throw, man. That was a heck of a bad throw there by Trevor Lawrence. But All right, we got 2nd and 7 here. It looks like we have Ray Davis split out to the right side there. Josh under center. Little play action. Looking. Has time. Dumps it underneath to Cook, and he is going to be wrapped up by Devin Lloyd after a gain of about 1. Last time we saw Devin Lloyd, I think on the channel, was when he had that 99-yard pick 6 against the Buccaneers, I think, or who the heck was it? Patriots? Yeah, either way, there's a clip of that on the channel, man. Check that out if you get the chance. All right, 5 receiver set. Josh with a quarterback keeper. Not going to work on 3rd and 6. Picks up maybe a yard, and the Jags able to hold on to force a 4th down. Yeah, it looks like Josh lost his helmet there, man. Yeah, it looks like when that pile landed on Josh, it landed right on his head, so he just literally just took off his helmet. I think he just left it on the field, to be honest with you. And we got a flag. Oh, we got a flag. Oh, boy. Wow, it's going to be a delay of game on the Bills, so that's going to just make this field goal just a little bit further. And Josh is going into the blue tent. All right, in is Matt Prater. This is now a 50-yarder. Snap, hold, kick, and it's veering, but it straightens out, and it's good. Just sneaking into that left upright, man. Woo, that bad boy was, you saw it kind of start drifting to the left, but then it just stayed after a bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. 2 guys landing on Josh Allen's helmet. The first guy nearly ripped it off, and then the second guy landed, basically just sat on Josh's face. Pause. Relax. Okay? It's a family show. But yeah, man. All right, so later today, man, we're going to be doing the 49ers and Eagles after this game ends. And then, obviously, we will be doing Chargers and Patriots here on Sunday night. Your loco, no, please, no. God, please say Allen's okay. Man, I think he's fine. I think it's mostly precautionary. You know, anytime your quarterbacks or any player's helmet kind of gets, taken off, you always kind of want to double check. But on top of that, like, once again, you got some big dudes. Once again, pause, relax. It's a family show. When you got some massive human beings landing on top of your head, like, let's check out his neck. Make sure everything's okay. Let's make sure the franchise is healthy. me see here. All right, looks like we're coming back here. Kick is going to go into the end zone. And we're going to see what the call is. And I believe Tutton might have actually downed the ball at the 1. We'll see where it goes here. Let me see here. Chris, predictions on CFP championship. Ooh, man. I mean, dude, Indiana has looked unstoppable, man. Unfreaking stoppable. Once again, I don't watch a whole lot of college football. I try to, but so always a lot going on. But if I had to put my money, man, Indiana, they look incredible. To be able to blow out Oregon and Alabama, it looks so freaking easy. Yeah. All right, Lawrence, play action, gets it out to Strange. I believe that is his tight end, Strange there. So, all right, let's move the ball over. Boom. So yeah, I'm going Indiana, man. But let me know, man. If you guys watch a lot of college football, let me know what you think and why. Educate me, my man. Now, if you're local, I really was nervous coming into this game. Now my blood pressure is not as good level right now. Yes. All right, man. Yeah, you never know, man. Josh is a tough guy, man. He's fought through a lot of injuries in his career, man. I would be surprised if he does not come back into this one. Be very surprised. All right, 2nd and 1. Lawrence shifting into the shotgun, dumps it underneath to ETN, and he gets it down to the 50, and that's a first down for the Jags. All right, man. Jacksonville looking a little bit better, man. With each drive, they're looking better. Good news is Josh is on the bench with his with a baseball cap on. Doesn't seem like he's getting checked out. There is a little bit of blood on his ear, though. All right, Lawrence under center. Looks like Tutton gets the toss there on the right side. He's got some room to the 40, 35, and stumbles down near the 30-yard line. 20 yards for Tutton. Let's go, baby. Big play, big run. Just found out that Josh will be okay. Thank God. There we go. I think you am at home, and I'm definitely biased. That's fair. All right, handoff. Tutton up the gut, and he picks up 13 yards. And now the Jags are in the red zone. Tutton, man, running hard with some speed, man. Just looking like a torpedo ripping through this defense. Great block there by the tight end, Munt. Yeah, dude, the Hurricanes, they've looked good as well, man. They got a squad over there in Miami. But hey, it's been a while since we've seen the U making a run. Tutton to the left, to the 10, to the 5, and down at the 3. Holy cow, man, dude. Tutton is just... I would keep handing him the ball until they stop him. Run the hot hand, baby. All right, that is the end of the first. When we come back, the Jags are going to have the ball inside the 5 with a chance to put up the first touchdown of the game. Your local, like I said yesterday, we suck at defense. Yeah, the Bills' defense has not been good this year, man. It's they've had some flashes, and don't get me wrong, when they get turnovers, and I guess you could say this for any defense, but I feel like when the Bills' defense is aggressive, gets the hand on the ball, it seems like to galvanize the offense a little bit more. And they do have one pick already. They do have an interception of Lawrence. But I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we lost. You're giving up already? No, come on, man. No, come on. Not yet, man. You can't give up. Can't give up. Remember, ride or die, my man. Ride or die. Like, trust me, I did not look. I didn't have a whole lot of confidence coming into that final drive with against Chicago yesterday, but there was a chance. They gave themselves a chance at the end, and oh man, well, such a bad game. But yeah, man. But thank you, man. We got freaking 4 people watching right now. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. Please, if you get a chance, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. It helps out the channel, helps out the video a ton, man. It lets YouTube's algorithm know that they're like, oh, people like to watch this guy. And if you don't like watching me, regardless, I appreciate you being here. Leave it in the comments. Be like, you suck, but still like the video. You know, balance it out. Balance it out. All right, looks like we're coming back here, man. Hopefully Jacksonville doesn't try to be too cute now that they're inside the 5. Just run the ball. Literally, you've picked up 47 yards on your last 3 runs. Just run the ball. 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end, and they're trying to do a little bit of trickery there with a little toss, and that's not going to get anything on that one. Jacksonville was able to get some decent movement on that one going to the right, but because the pass was basically coming from that left side to the right, that gave the Bills defense, a chance to kind of knife through. 2nd and goal. Lawrence in the shotgun. ETN to his right now. Jacoby in motion. And it's going to be caught in the end zone, and that is Thomas with a catch. Jacksonville on the board first, baby. Chris, yeah, sorry about that, Dave. Went out to the bar to watch the second half. I couldn't believe what I was. I know, man. Man. Hopefully the alcohol or whatever you were drinking, man, hopefully it was good, because that game was not. Unless you're a Chicago fan, then it was one of the greatest games of all time. Oh my God, dude. So bad. Extra point is good, and with 14 on the clock here in the second quarter, Jacksonville able to get into the end zone, and they are on top of the Bills here. And I'll say this. Jags offensively have gotten better and better with every drive, man. First drive, quick 3 and out. They had a chance to pick up a big first down on 3rd down, but just could not handle the ball. Second drive, kind of moving the ball down the field a little bit. Unfortunately, it ended in an interception, but they were able to get, near midfield, getting a couple first downs, and now with a great response here, man. Yeah, what was the score for Miami in the last game? I didn't even get a chance to look. All right, let's see here. All right, so they beat Ohio State back on New Year's Eve, 24-14, and then a couple days ago they beat Old Miss 31-27. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, and I mentioned it yesterday, man. The last the last couple of weeks, man, Jacksonville has looked incredible, man. Literally, probably the best team coming into the playoffs right now. Hot as heck. Um, and they've been winning a lot too. Gotcha. Sorry, but yeah, man, they've looked solid, man. You see, what was their last month looking like? They beat the Titans, beat the Colts. They were able to knock off the Broncos, who finished as the number one seed in the AFC. Destroyed the Jets, man, 48-20. Able to knock off the Colts, beat the Titans again. So I mean, they had a little bit of an easy schedule for sure, but they won convincingly in almost every single game. All right, kick is away. Caught right at the goal line. Return to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30. He's got a lane and fumbles the ball. It's loose, and I think it's recovered. Oh, man. I think it, oh, man. Might be Jacksonville's ball. Woo. Well, a Jaguar did come away with the ball. Is that Devin Lloyd? The ruling on the field, it is a fumble recovered by Jacksonville. Oh, no. Well, Devin Lloyd was the guy that was running down into the end zone, but it was Allen who was the guy that forced the fumble there. And Allen is actually the Jags kick returner as well, so making a heck of a play, and there it is, man. A clear recovery by Devin Lloyd, pinning it to the back of his thigh. Wow. Ole Miss game was close. Yeah, man. 4-point game. Defense was not clicking for without a doubt. Indiana is the scarier team, but still got to go. Hey, heck yeah, man. Got to support your team no matter what, man. You made it to the same game that Indiana did. At the end, after all that, man, it's all even, baby. Your local, why? Why, God? Why? Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Davis too, man. Ray Davis, one of the more reliable players on this Bills team. Looking like it was going to be a great return. Looked like he was going to be just across the 35, and then just took an unexpected hit, and the ball just got jarred loose. All right. Ball at the 36 here for Jacksonville. Hands off to ETN, bouncing it to the right side, gets it across the 30, and that's going to be a pickup of about 6 yards. Actually, they're giving him 7 there, so nice. Let's go. Chris, will be interesting to see how Mendoza will play against the school and program he grew up around. He grew up walking distance from. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's either gonna be playing like against him, or it's gonna be motivating to be like, hey, man, let me see if I can prove the Miami wrong. They should have gotten the local kid. Throws to the left, and a great freaking catch, a great diving catch by Jacoby Myers there on the left side. getting it just inside the 20, around the 17. Able to pin it, pin it, pin it. Yep. The ball does touch the ground, but it's never out of his control. So 1st and 10. Lawrence, quick throw, bouncing. It goes out of the hands of Jacoby Myers and is nearly picked off on the deflection. Yeah, Trevor needs to be careful, man. That is the 2nd time one of his passes bouncing back near a Bills defender. Second and 10. Ball at the 17. Lawrence in the shotgun, running back to his right. Lawrence steps up in the pocket, takes a sack back at the 19. Then that is Greg Russo, the big man, able to bring him down. Also, Greg Russo, man, one of the more underrated defensive linemen in the NFL, man. Just consistently freaking good. Borderline great. Like, we're talking about Pro Bowl level performance almost year in and year out. Never gets talked about. Never gets talked about. All right, 3rd and 12 after the sack. Lawrence in the shotgun takes the snap, looks, he's going to run to the left, and gets it inside the 10, down near the 9, but he'll be about 2.5 yards shy of the 1st. We'll see what Liam Cohen wants to do here. Do you take the point, go up by 7, or do you risk the biscuit and try to see if you can get a 2-touchdown lead here? All right, we got 11:25 here in the 2nd quarter. 11:25, clock is running. And the Jags are going to use a timeout. Their first of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna be. It's gonna be very interesting what where Mendoza goes, because I'm assuming he's gonna be going into the draft, man. Like, as good as he's been, and it would be awesome if probably for Indiana if he could stay. But I think, is he a senior or not? Let's see here. All right. 4th and 2 here. Ball at the 9. 3 receivers to the right. Lawrence in under center. Keeps it himself. And, oh, man, he's going to be right at the marker. I think they're going to mark him about 1/4 of a yard shy. Let's see here. Where's the spot? I mean, it is close. I'm not really sure why Lawrence tried to dive for that. Chris, he's going to be a Raider. I think so, man. I mean, if the Raiders were, even if they did have a quarterback kind of in the wings, I think Mendoza has shown this year at least he's worth the risk. Yeah, so Mendoza is a junior, a redshirt junior, so he could technically stay in college, but I mean, after having one of the most historic runs, I think you try to also winning the Heisman. I'm like, you gotta Let me see here. Chris, yes, he's a senior. Oh, okay, okay. I think Wikipedia might be wrong because these says he's a redshirt junior, but I mean either way, I mean there's no way he's going to be coming back. As much as Indiana would love him to come back, I think it's like that's what you want as a player, man, to be the first pick. So the call on the field is a first down, and Sean McDermott is going to throw the challenge flag on this one. Your local, he's down for sure. Come on, refs. I know, unbelievable. I know it's close, man. The angle that they're showing is not great. It's like all the way back. I'm like, you really couldn't find like a shot down the line here. Like it's the first down marker. There should be cameras right there. Sorry, this was Doug Kurzian on Twitter. Another ref DUI walk. So kind of veering. Ref running in and it's short, but has to go around a Bills player, and then all of a sudden it's a first down. I see that all the time, man. Like the referee is like walking, and then he has to step around somebody, or just simply just kind of starts drifting to one side or the other. And I was like, dude, do we need to like? There has to be like some type of like. There has to be some type of like mechanism or some technology that we can use that could just draw a line, just draw a line. That's what they need to do. Like you know how like in movies they have like a when they like it's usually like a western when they stomp their foot like a knife comes out from like the big toe part of the boot. They need that, but like a laser pointer for the refs. Like he, as soon as he steps to mark where the ball is spotted, the laser just shoots out of his foot, and it's like right there. No more of this like walking 30 yards to the spot. Yeah, they need to put like technology in these referees' shoes. Just where exactly where he steps, he has to hit a button, and that's where it's marked right there. Tell me if you disagree. Oh yeah, yeah. Lawrence's shin hits the ground as he's being touched by Thompson, and he's about a yard shy of the first. So Sean McDermott gonna win the challenge here. The Bills get the ball back here. Liam Cohen going for it on 4th and 2. No good. Quick throw to the right by Allen, and Shakir picks up about 3 or 4 there on the right side. Yes, our football. Yes, sir. Yeah, once again, I'm not exactly sure why Lawrence just dove. Like, it was just him and Thompson. He should have enough. There should be enough room and speed that he should be able to make that guy miss. All right. 2nd and 6. Allen in the shotgun, running back to his left, single receiver to the right side. Quick throw to the left. Gets it out to Shakir. He's got a first down and a little bit more. Makes a man miss along the left sideline and goes out of bounds after picking up a big chunk after the catch. Are you rooting for Buffalo? To be honest with you, man, I just want a good football game. So, I've said this before. Both of these franchises have never won a Super Bowl. Now that Green Bay is out of the race, I'm just looking for some cool storylines. Would I love the Bills to win the Super Bowl? Absolutely, man. It'd be awesome for Josh. It'd be awesome for that fan base. It'd be awesome for that franchise. Throw it to the left, gets it out to, I believe that is Ray Davis, picks up about 6 or 7. But it'll also be pretty cool for the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Never been to a Super Bowl, never won a Super Bowl, clearly. It'd be kind of cool to see Jacksonville fighting for a Lombardi trophy. So, second and 4. Josh under center. Toss to the left. Cook with some space. Gets the first down across the 40 and down near the 43. And James Cook comes up with a noticeable limp. It looks like he was kind of like ripped down. Let's see here. Yeah, it was definitely an awkward landing after he got hit. Yeah, it looks like his hip, that right side of his hip, man, just took looks like he took a shoulder pad right to his hip. Whew. I'm rooting for chaos. Let's go. Heck yeah, man. So yeah, I you know, yeah. So I can't say I'm rooting for Buffalo, but I'm definitely not rooting against them. So yeah, at this point, man, I'm always a guy that is like, give me the weirdest matchup in the Super Bowl. Give me something we have not seen before. You know, Jacksonville versus Carolina would have been hilarious. That would have been awesome. Both of those franchises did came into the league at the same time in like the mid '90s. That would have been really cool. First and 10. Play action. Josh looks, throws to the left, and it's tight coverage. Did he catch that? Holy freaking cow, man. That is Brandon Cooks, the man who has been probably playing for about 20% of the NFL throughout his career, potentially making an incredible freaking catch. But we do have a flag, so we'll see. Pass interference on Jacksonville, so that'll be declined. The result of the play is a first down. If the Bills lose, I root for the Meteor. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, hold on. We can root for the Meteor, but let's finish the season first. I want to get to 100 streams before the Meteor takes us all out. All right, first and 10, ball at Jacksonville's 44. Josh under center. Toss to the left. Cook looking good, and he is brought down basically from his neck, and is going to lose maybe a yard on the play. That is a Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick from like 3 or 4 years ago, making a play. Great job by Walker, man. Able to chop the feet, slow down, and then slings Cook down for no gain. Second and 10. David, we haven't seen the cheerleaders play the game in this. I'm just saying. Josh trying to get people situated. It's not working, so they're going to have to use a timeout here. 7:45 on the clock. 7:45. That looked nasty. Hopefully James is all good. I think so, man. Luckily, it seemed like Cook was more disappointed about the result of the play than like anything else. All right, so they readjust the clock back to 7:47. All right, we got Josh in the shotgun, running back to his left. Two receivers split out to the right side. Looking. Throws to the right, and he's got a wide open. Keon Coleman breaks the tackle. 15-10 and down near the 8-yard line. And the man who has been borderline invisible for the last 2 months, Keon Coleman, making a heck of a freaking play. Gets open, catches it at the 26, breaks the tackle, and gets it inside the 10 for a 1st and goal for the Buffalo Bills. Yep, the flat route there on the right side, catching a couple guys, catching 2 defenders playing that flat route. Gave Coleman an opportunity to get open. Toss to the right. Cook. And he is going to be inside the 5 near the 3-yard line. So something to look out for on that previous throw to Keon Coleman. Josh Allen basically slammed his throwing hand into his offensive lineman's helmet. And then on the toss there, you can definitely tell Josh is still freaking feeling the effects of that hand. Yes, let's go. Heck yeah, man. Bills are looking good. All right, Allen under center. Hands it off to Cook, and he is going to be wrapped up after a gain of 1. So 3rd and goal right around the 2. Yeah, dude, Josh is just getting banged up, man. He's got a bloody ear. He's got a messed up throwing hand right now. All right, Allen alone in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself. And he runs. He barrels through defenders to get into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. Woo! And Josh is slow to get up. His teammates are trying to help him up. And, okay, finally gets up, man. Boy, ooh, might have taken a hit on that one, man. He got driven back. Definitely crosses the plane, has possession. And, oh, actually his left leg looks like it almost got caught underneath a defender. Yeah, look at number 41 here, who's like trying to bring Allen back. And Josh's leg gets rolled up on, man. Hopefully he's okay. That could have been freaking nasty. That's one of those where something happens. I don't want to talk about because that is a nasty image. But yeah. All right, 5:37. The extra point is good. All right, man. The Bills on top, and yeah, Josh is holding that left knee. Fudge. Dakota Martin, what's going on, brother? What a game last night. Bear down, baby. My Bears won a playoff game. I don't want to talk about it, but it's good to see you, buddy. How you been? Also, congratulations, man. Congrats to the Bears, man. They, yeah, they took advantage of the Packers, man. And I say that as the Packers, they beat themselves for a bit, but at the end of the day, the Bears were the better team in the second half. A lot better. Oh, man, disappointing. No, Josh, be okay. Damn it. Yeah, so right now, man, through the first half, here are the injuries that Josh has either been checked out for or we have clearly seen on camera. A head injury, he was checked for a concussion, had a bloody ear. He smashed his throwing hand into his lineman's helmet just a couple plays ago. And then on that touchdown run, his left knee was basically somebody fell on top of it as he was getting bent backwards a little bit. And he, after everybody kind of got off of him, he was holding on to that left knee, clearly in a lot of pain. And we will see. Hopefully there's good news. Seriously, dude, Josh is starting to. He's by the end of this game, he might literally look like Wile E. Coyote after a full session with the Roadrunner. Just broken hand on crutches, bandage on the eye, big giant knot on his head. He's just injured, man. Congratulations to the Bears. Also, though, go Pack, go! Heck yeah, man! Go Pack, go, baby! Let's go. I'm good. My brain tumor is a lot better, and it looks like I'm gonna make it. Oh, heck yeah, dude! Congrats, brother. Let's go. No, seriously, he's is he okay? I don't want him to get hurt nor anyone. 100%, man. Yeah, we're gonna. I think they're definitely gonna check out that knee, and hopefully we can get some news here pretty soon. But yeah, man, Dakota, congratulations, man. Let's go. Heck yeah, man. Right now, we got 4 people watching there. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. Please, if you get a chance, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. It helps out the video a ton, man. It helps out the video a ton. So thank you. All right, 1st and 10. Ball at the 26 here. Lawrence hands it off. And Tutton with another good run. Picks up 4 down to the 30. Dakota, there you go. Heck yeah, man. And all right, so the good news is Josh is on the bench. He's got his helmet behind him, and he is checking out something on the Surface tablet. So he seems fine. So that's a good sign. Lawrence, play action, throws to the left, wonky ball, and it nearly gets intercepted again by Thomas. That would have been his 2nd interception of the day. Was this ball tipped? What's going on here? Yep. Ball was tipped, and once again, Thompson nearly able to get under it. Thank God. Heck yeah, man. For a second there, dude, that was like, oh no, man. That because it looked like it was potentially bad injury, and then on top of that, Josh looking in a lot of pain, but seems like he's good. All right. 3rd and 6. Buffalo showing a lot of pressure here, and Lawrence is gonna have to use their 2nd timeout here. Stops the clock at 4:46. 4:46 on the clock. All right, man. What do you guys think so far, man? Let me know what you think of this game so far. Like neither team has truly been dominant. Each has a turnover. Bills have a fumble. Lawrence threw an interception. All right, pressure by the Bills. Lawrence with time finds a man over the middle, but that's actually going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Washington. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, man, he seems off right now. The thing about this Bills defense, they start slow, but then that momentum goes their favor. They are tough to beat. It's fair. Yeah, the Bills defense has been good enough. They haven't been great this year, but they've been good enough. You know, once again, we're talking about the Bills, man. They're 12-5. That's a pretty decent record. All right, so punt win out of bounds there. So the Bills are going to get the ball in some decent field position here. So when we come back, they're going to go to a commercial break. So even on that punt, though, there was an injured Bills. It looks like Tyrell Shivers, one of the receivers. He's already caught a pass in this game. It looks like he ended up getting hurt on the play. The one thing I don't understand, man, is and I talked about that on the scoring drive of the Jags. Like I get it. Trevor Lawrence has been good this year, probably his best season as a pro. But he is 7 for 13, 45 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. This is their running backs. Travis Etienne, 3 carries, 22 yards, averaging over 7 yards per carry. Bashal Tutton, 4 carries, 51 yards, averaging nearly 13 yards per carry. Your top 2 backs have carried the ball 7 times and have 73 yards for an average of nearly 10 yards per carry. What the heck are you doing? Run the ball, man. Run the ball. Come on. And then you look at the top receiver. It's not Jacoby Myers. It's not Brenton Strange. It's not Brian Thomas or even Parker Washington. It's running back Travis Etienne. 3 catches, 21 yards. Get your running backs involved, Jacksonville. Simple as that. Get the ball out of Trevor's hands as quickly as possible. Get it to the running backs. 1st and 10. All right. Josh under center. Play action. Throws deep to the right. He's got a man and overthrows his receiver. That is Brandon Cooks. That would have been a huge freaking play there. All right, we got 4:29 here. 4:29 on the clock. Josh in the shotgun. Cook to his right. Ball at the 28. Josh looking, has time over the middle, and he finds his receiver for a pickup of about 8. And that's actually Gabe Davis, man. I haven't seen Gabe in forever. Pretty sure Davis, isn't he? Didn't he sign for the Jags? See here, yeah. Was a Bill for the first 4 years and was with Jacksonville last year, and now is back with the Bills, man. We got 3rd and 1. Hand off to Cooks, right up the gut, and that's going to be close. I think he just got to the marker. Just got to it. All right, 1st and 10, baby. 1st and 10. Josh Allen, play action, rolling to his right. He's going to throw it at the last second to his tight end, who picks up about 5 there. That is Dalton Kincaid with a nice little catch. And a handoff to Cooks, breaks a couple tackles, and picks up 5 on 2nd and 4. And the Bills are moving the chains again. Approaching midfield here. Approaching midfield. And it looks like we're going to get to the 2-minute warning here on that play. All right. It has not been pretty for Buffalo. Josh taking a couple shots. Has been into the blue tent twice in this half, but each time comes out, and right now they are marching, trying to extend this lead before the half. So talking about, because we saw this injury last night. T.J. Edwards, the linebacker for Chicago, ended up fracturing his tibia, apparently. Sorry, fibula, not tibia, fibula. So yeah, he's gonna be out for the year, obviously. But yeah, that was why they had to put that air cast on his leg to try to stabilize that leg. But man, that was a weird freaking injury. Like, he was taking a step to the side, and he got his leg or his foot kind of got caught when Christian Watson was running his route, so they kind of clipped each other. But unfortunately for Edwards, he caught the worst of that entire interaction or that contact. Yeah, so Chicago's going to have to move on to the divisional round without one of their top defenders, man, over there in the middle. All right, so we're coming back. Shavers is heading into the locker room here. All right, Josh in the shotgun. Cook to his right. Ball at the 49. Jacksonville showing pressure. And Cook able to get the handoff and picks up about 3, getting it across the 30 down near the 47. All right, clock is running here. We got 1:35 on the clock. 1:35. All right, Allen alone in the shotgun. 2nd and 7. Looks deep over the middle. He's got a man, and that is a catch by Brandon Cooks. getting it down to the 22. First down, Buffalo. Ooh, may not be a catch. May not be a catch. It looks like the booth is going to review this one. The ruling of a completed catch is under further review. Inside of 2 minutes, this one came from the booth. I don't know, man. I don't think he got a hold of that one. And from the looks of it, after review, it's going to be an incomplete pass. So, two injury updates for the Bills. Jordan Poyer, their starting safety, he is questionable to return. And then one of their, I think, Shavers is like fourth on the depth chart. But he is also questionable to return. Yeah, the Poyer injury is definitely going to be the one that is something to look for more. I think the Bills can survive without Shavers. They got really talented running backs. All three of them could theoretically split out wide. All right. 3rd and 7 after the review. Ball at the 49, it looks like. Josh looking. Hesitates, throws, and that's going to be well short of the first down. Dawson Knox catching it for a gain of 3. So Jacksonville did use their final timeout here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. So we got 4th and 4 here coming up. I would be surprised. One, the Bills are staying on the field here offensively, but I would be very surprised if they actually snap this ball. I think they're going to try to see if they can get Jacksonville to jump off sides to get the first down. And then they're gonna punt this one away. And yeah, that's what they do. All right. Delay a game, and they're going to move him back a little bit. Wisnowski boots this one down the field. See if he can pin Jags deep in their own territory. And I think he did. I think he did. One referee is marking it at the 1. That is 100% not at the 1. Pretty sure by the time we saw it hit out of bounds, it was around the 3. But I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Hi, David. Your loco Josh looked okay on that drive. Thank Lord. Oh, yeah, man. Josh is a tough guy, man. I'd be very surprised. I'd be very, very surprised if he wasn't coming back. Unless there was like some major ligament injury. Like even a hyperextension, he's gonna be in the game. All right, actually they confirmed it, man. The ball was out of bounds near the 1. Okay, I was wrong. All right, we got 1st and 10 all the way inside their own 5 here. Lawrence in the shotgun, running back to his left. Jacksonville, no timeouts, and they got a minute 05 on the clock. Lawrence pressured, avoids giving up a safety here. He's going to take it himself to the 15 and spins his way across the 20 down to the 21. Picks up 18 on that run. Your loco, great punt. Yes, it was, man. It was a phenomenal punt. All right, Lawrence taking his time here. Seems like there was about 18 seconds taken off the clock as soon as he hit the ground to when they're about to snap it here. Looks like there's going to be a flag on Jacksonville. False start. $32 seconds left. Yeah, the one big benefit right now that Jacksonville has is they have arguably one of the best kickers in the NFL. The guy literally owns the two longest kicks in NFL history. So if they can get the ball basically at the 50, they have a chance at points here. 1st and 15, ball back at the 15. Lawrence dumping it underneath, and he's going to get it out to, I believe that is Allen. Gets it across the 25. Goes out of bounds, stopping the clock with 15 seconds left. And there it is. Top 5 longest kicks. Brandon Aubrey, 65. Chase McLaughlin, 65. Justin Tucker, 66. Cam Little, 67. And then Cam Little again. Same year, 68. Oh, Jesus. Throws deep, and it's caught! Go down, Washington. 5, 3, not going to have enough time. 2, 1. Oh. Hold on. There's a flag. If it's on Jacksonville, the half ends. If it's on the Bills, Jacksonville might have a chance here to get this kickoff. No points for you, Jax. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't think they got the snap off in time. So that would make the penalty on the Bills a moot point at this point. Chris, Dave, after last night, do you think LaFleur stays? Um, I think so. Um, I think I think both Gutekunst and LaFleur both have one final year on the contract. And to me, this is one of those where there has to be significant improvement in the postseason for Matt and Brian to be able to stay here. Gutekunst might still stay. I think he's built a decent roster. I think his draft picks have been hitting. I think the trade by to get Micah Parsons shows that there's confidence in Gutekunst. And on top of that, I think it's and we've seen it. We've seen it before where the GM stays and the coach gets fired. But I think Lafleur is. I think he's playing just like he always is. Most coaches aren't, but he's definitely playing for an extension next year. And if if they start slow or they start to trail off at the end of the season, it wouldn't be surprising if Lafleur coaches his final season in Green Bay. So they determined that they were able to get the snap off in time, so the penalty against the Bills stands, and this is going to make it a 54-yard field goal attempt for Cam Little, well within his range. So, yeah, I don't mind Matt LaFleur. I know some fans have been hoping he gets fired for the last 3 years or whatever. Kick is up, and it's no good, I think. No good. It curves wide left. It had the distance. Just a little too much spin on that bad boy. Mm. I would be surprised if LaFleur gets fired. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. It just seems like it'd be a little bit too much. Yeah, they ended the year on a 5-game losing streak. Not great, but LaFleur has been, in my opinion, good enough as a coach that there isn't. I think it would be an overreaction to fire him. I told you, no points. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion, man. I'm also a guy that doesn't believe that firing a coach automatically makes you better. The grass always looks greener on the other side. With Matt, we've made the playoffs 6 times out of his first 7 seasons, man, or his 7 seasons here. That's pretty damn good. And from the transition from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love, they've made the playoffs all 3 years with Jordan Love. They've been the 7th seed every year, but first year they looked incredible against Dallas. Last year they struggled for sure. They looked ugly against the Eagles, and through the first 2 quarters they looked like they were gonna blow out Chicago, and then actually took a poop in the second half. But that was true during the Mike McCarthy era. That was true during the Mike Holmgren era. Like Green Bay has had a lot of heartbreaking losses in the playoffs ever since they resurfaced in the 90s. It's just how it is. So, yeah, man. And I don't know. To me, I think Matt LaFleur is a top 10 coach. I think, does he have flaws? 100%. Absolutely. And but yeah, I don't know. I hope he sticks around. I hope they give him one more chance, and we'll see how it goes, man. Dave, is your mom watching right now? Hi, Dave's mom. She might be. She might be. I think she said that she. Oh no, she actually she's working today, so she says she's gonna be watching the later games. So So yeah, during the night games, she'll be watching. Yeah, she was watching me along with the Packers. She's like, you look sad. I was like, I am. Yeah, I got a call from her after the game. We just talked a little bit. This has been the worst year for kickers in the NFL. I can't remember a crazier season. Yeah, dude, it's been weird, man. Like Tyler Loop obviously is like the poster child right now for kickers having a rough one. I'm trying to think here who else. I mean, to be fair, Cam Little has had a great year. Broke the NFL record. If he would have kicked that 67 yarder first before kicking the 68 yarder, he would have broken the record twice in the same season. Um, but yeah, man, Brandon McManus had a rough couple weeks in November. Then had a rough game freaking yesterday, missing two kicks, two field goals, and then the extra point. Yeah, man. Yeah, even the Bills, man, they've had like Prater has been good for them, but he wasn't their number one kicker coming into camp. Oh yeah, this is also the year that like the first like 5 or 6 weeks, man, there were just a bunch of block kicks. Yeah, dude, this season is like, dude, man, it's so freaking wild how like the little things at the start of the year have kind of like gone into the background, and now there's like new things popping up, man. But yeah, man, I remember blocked kicks, blocked punts early in the season were just an every single week thing, and it wasn't just one. It was usually like two or three happening on the same day. Um, Trying to think here. Boswell, I mean, he missed the extra point in that Steelers game. It got overshadowed because Loop missed the game winner there at the end. But I mean, if Loop makes that kick, everybody's not talking about Loop. Everybody's talking about Boswell missing the extra point. Yeah, give me you guys in the chat, man. Let me know what is like the biggest, like the craziest thing that you remember during the regular season. What's like your top moment where you're like, what the heck was that? Oh, what do you do? Come on. Mm-mm. Chris, probably the Steelers Ravens game. Yeah, man. I got to give it to the NFL, man. Like those teams, even coming into that game, everybody was like, "Really? This is the final game of the regular season?" And I mean, like people were saying, like, why wouldn't you put Seattle versus San Francisco? They've clearly been some of the better teams. Um, yeah, man. And then Yeah, the Ravens and the Steelers, man. Like the first half was a little bit rough for sure, but once you got to that like later stage of the third quarter and into the fourth, man, absolutely freaking wild, pandemonium. Yeah, I think those teams combined for more points in the fourth quarter than they had in the entire first three quarters of that game. And of course the back and forth, big shot after big shot, touchdown throw after touchdown throw, and then for the two biggest stories coming into that final few seconds, final few minutes, were missed kicks. The missed extra point by Boswell, and then the missed kick by Tyler Loop. Dave, is that chocolate milk you're drinking? No, it is a coffee drink. Actually, I do have hot cocoa, which I will be making for the night game. Somebody got me one of my coworkers got me a little like Christmas mug with some hot cocoa mix. I'm gonna use that bad boy for tonight because after what happened last night, I deserve some hot cocoa. But no, this is a like a nitro brew coffee. Just I gotta wake up. Chris, also the Seahawks backwards pass against the Rams. Oh my God, yes, absolutely, dude. And the wild thing is like it happened like minutes later, like 3 or 4 minutes later. That like they're like, oh, we reviewed the play. We're gonna look at this again. Like they were already lined up for the kickoff. That is it. Yeah, man, I completely forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna after the maybe during that week between the Super Bowl and the championship games, I might do a video of like the top five, top 10 biggest like wildest things that happened in the 20. Come on, kind of like a little bit of like a recap of some things. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. What was another wild one, man? We've had a couple throughout the season, man. I bet just keep on forgetting. Recap would be awesome because it's been a crazy NFL. 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, man. I'm gonna definitely have to do something with like that because like during that in between week between the Super Bowl, man, it's like there's not a whole lot going on. I'm definitely not going to be streaming like the Pro Bowl or anything like that. I don't think anybody would be interested. I haven't to be honest with you, I haven't checked this new format out with the Pro Bowl. It could be interesting, but I don't think it would be great content or at least like visual like YouTube content. But yeah. Chicago's fourth quarter collapsed against Minnesota in week one. That was a wild one. Freaking JJ McCarthy scoring 21 points, including rushing for two touchdowns. That was a wild way to end week one. Green Bay and Dallas tying each other in in week four. Like nobody left that game happy. Nobody. Green Bay fans, Dallas fans, and even people that did not really care. They just wanted to see what happens. And nobody was like, "Dude, I stayed up for 4 hours to watch this." What was it? Was it like the week three, week four? Uh, Cleveland blocking the game winning field goal against oh no, kicking the game winning field goal, I think, against Green Bay. And then like that, yeah, dude, that week I think we watched three field goals get blocked in a matter of like a span of like 8 minutes during that week. All right. Third quarter is underway. They kick it off. Buffalo catching it inside the 5 to the 10 to the 15, 20, and he stumbles his way across the 25. And we're back, baby. We are back. All right, we got Josh Allen under center here. Cook in the backfield. Ball at the 26. Hands it off to Cook, and he is good for about 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, Allen in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got 2 receivers split out to the right. Look for Shakir to get this ball here, it looks like. And there it is. Incomplete. Woo. Good news is for the Bills, they got Shavers back. He was the intended target on this one. That was a great play by Jacksonville. One, able to get pressure on Allen. Dude, the right tackle by the Bills, man, just got absolutely owned by Walker. And then finally, they were almost able to undercut that route. That's why Josh kind of had to throw that one basically almost out of bounds. All right, we got 3rd and 9. Quick throw to the right side. Shakir in between. Nice spin move and gets the first down. Gain of 11, and the Bills are moving the chains. Shakir able to get skinny, squeeze in between 2 defenders that were getting blocked, and then a great spin move on the defender to get the first down there. There we go. Titans comeback win over Cardinals. Oh, yeah, DeMarcado dropping the ball at the 1-yard line. Had not done that, they would have won. True. David, spin move. We got a spin move. Allen rolling to his right, pressured, hit as he throws, but finds a wide open Khalil Shakir across the 50, and they are in Jacksonville territory. Great adjustment by Shakir, man. Able to kind of contort his body back to get that one. We got Josh under center, little play action. Throws it underneath to Cook, and he is upended here after a pickup of about 4 for number 4. Yeah, it looks like Josh was looking down the field. Couldn't find anything. He's like, let me see if I can get it to Cook. But heck of a play there by Newsome, number 6 for Jacksonville. Allen in the shotgun, ball at the 41. Hands it off to Cook, up the gut, and he picks up a yard, getting it down to the 40. Another injury update for the Bills. Unfortunately, Jordan Poyer, one of their starting safeties, he is going to be out for the rest of the game. All right, 3rd and 5. Josh in the shotgun, running back to his left. Shakir in motion. Throws it out to the left side, and that's going to be caught by Gabe Davis. Picks up a first down. Nice. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 35 of Jacksonville here. We got about 10:45 on the clock. Josh, play action, looking. He's going to scramble. He's going to run, and he is brought down after a gain of about 1. Dude, Hines Allen, number 41, he has been all over Josh Allen, man. He's actually the guy that tackled him when Josh got into the end zone. He's the guy that kind of bent him backwards and almost ended up hurting that knee. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. It's a clear distinction. But, yeah, dude, he's been all over Josh anytime he tries to scramble. Hand off to Cook, up the gut, and picks up about 2, maybe 3. All right, 3rd and 5, ball at the 30. Josh in the shotgun, running back to his right. Shakir in motion there to the left. Play clock is running down, and the Bills are going to use... Oh, actually, no. Even though the play clock had 2 seconds left, they're going to get a false start on Dawson Knox there. Sorry, I thought they were motioning for a delay of game. I was like, no, there's 2 seconds left, but yeah. Knox has actually been coming on the last couple of weeks, man. He's with Kincaid injured and missing some time. Dawson Knox was really starting to get into a groove the last, I would say 3 or 4 games. Hasn't really caught a pass, I think, today. Josh, quick throw to the left side, and Shakir able to pick up what looks like 6 or 7 yards, but because of the penalty, it'll be short of the first down marker. All right, Buffalo's going to have to settle for a Matt Prater field goal attempt here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Try to extend this lead to 6. All right, this one from 47. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle, man. Matt Prater looking good. All right, man. We got 8:12 left in the third, man. Buffalo on that opening drive able to eat up nearly half of the third quarter. Your loco. That drive is giving me some hope. Heck yeah, man. The Bills offense, man, they've looked solid. They've looked solid throughout this game. They like the turnover was on special teams. They've been able to move the ball. I feel like they've only had 1 3 and out this game, so they've been getting first downs. The biggest thing is when you look at their successful drives, the drives that were able to get them down the field, it's usually after getting a big chunk play in the passing game. And it doesn't have to be like 30 or 40 yards. I'm just talking about like, you know, a good catch that goes for, 12, 15 yards. Once they start hitting those, you start to see the confidence in this offense grow, and they become a little bit more a little less hesitant, and they like you don't see Josh kind of dancing around there holding the ball. It's a quick decision. Get the ball out to your playmakers and let them do the work. We aren't finishing big drives though. It's just field goal and field goal. True, true. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like Jacksonville could turn it on offensively, but you know what, man? As long as you're ending drives with points, you gotta take the points. In my opinion, at this point, like Jacksonville probably should have taken the points when they went for it on 4th and 2. So sometimes it's not necessarily about what you are able to do. Sometimes it's just taking advantage of the mistakes by the opponent counts for a lot, man. And it's going to be a touchback there. So yeah. Oh yeah. All right. 1st and 10 here. Ball at the 35. Lawrence under center. Plus, on top of that, Lawrence has not looked good in this game, making a lot of mistakes. They're going to throw it again. Quick throw, gets it out to Parker Washington, breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up 12 or 13 yards before going out of bounds. That is a first down for Jacksonville. And one thing to note, I haven't mentioned it, but I've noticed it throughout the game. Both of these quarterbacks have been able to really just find guys down the field, or at least have time to find guys down the field, I should say. There's been very little pressure on both of these quarterbacks. All right, Lawrence pitching it out to the right. Gets it out to ETN across the 50, down to the 40, stays on his feet, and a massive run by Jacksonville, getting it across the 30. Oh, that lady is jacked up in the stands, man. Jesus, she was puffing and puffing. She was like, yeah. Just another example. I mentioned it at halftime. Why are you not running the ball? Both of your top 2 running backs are averaging over 7 yards. All right, Travis Etienne has a combined 69 yards of total offense. Nice. Lawrence takes the snap, nearly throws an interception. Dude, let me know in the chat, guys. Am I crazy? Why are they throwing the ball? You just literally ripped off a 20-yard run, and then you're like, yeah, let's give Trevor Lawrence a chance to just throw the ball down the field, even though he's been inaccurate for a good chunk of the game. Like, what are you doing? Why are some of these coaches so allergic to just handing the ball off? Lawrence in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, and he gets wrapped up after picking up maybe a yard. And Lawrence ends up landing right on his head. That was an awkward landing, man. All right, 3rd and 10. Trevor in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looks, throws over the middle, and he's nearly picked off again. That is Tre'Davious White, nearly able to undercut that route. Yeah, that was Brenton Strange, the intended target. I mean, he was almost open, but White was able to peel off his own guy, and then literally, I think he was supposed to go with the guy that was running the out route, but instead, the wily veteran able to loop back inside and nearly snatch that one. Cam Little is able to get Jacksonville to double digits here with the field goal. 5:47 on the clock. 5:47. Yes, you're crazy, and yes, they should be running it. Fair. That's fair. That's fair. David was, you were like, yes and yes. Your loco, okay, this defense is looking better than I expected. Absolutely, man. That was a heads up play there by White. Clearly, they were hoping that he would go with the receiver running the deep out, and that's probably what he should have done. But instead, he was reading Lawrence's eyes, and then he's just like, oh, he's looking down the seam, down the right seam. I can see what I can do. Nearly made a freaking play, man. Nearly snatched that one. Yo, loco, I refuse to jinx anything. I'm not going to say we are going to win because last time I did that, Buffalo lost 29-32 in the AFC title game. Yeah, we gotta keep the jinxes out of here, man. See here. The loss had me distraught, to say the least. Yeah, man. Yeah, anytime there's a loss, man, a devastating one like that, it stinks, man. But never let it ruin the day, man. Never let it ruin the day. Always remember that, hey, at least you got to watch some football, man. You always gotta find a silver lining, especially with stuff like this, man. Never take it too seriously. Always keep things in perspective. All right, caught inside the 5 to the 20, 25, 30, and looks like Ray Davis able to get it down to the 31. "13 seconds left. Wide right and failed. 4th and 1. That's been the Bills in the postseason." Yeah, man. All right, we got 1st and 10. Josh under center. Hands it off to Cooks. He stumbles and is good for about 2. Yeah, it looks like he just took a little bit of a stumble after getting the handoff. Lost some momentum there. Second and 8. Josh in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking to his left, looking to his right, pressured, and down he goes. And finally, and who is it other than Hines Allen, the man that I've been saying has been all over Josh Allen in this game. Woo. All right, we got a little. Was that a little Cobra Kai there? The crane kick, if done right, can no defend. 3rd and 20. Throw and miscommunication by having his tight ends, and that's going to be incomplete. All right, the Jags defense, man, able to respond. Have been able to hold the Bills to a field goal and now a punt on the first 2 drives of the second half. Wishnowsky is going to punt this one away. His first punt was just before the half was incredible. This one, nowhere near as good. I think it's going to be somewhere around the 40, it looks like. And they're going to mark it off somewhere around the 37, 38-yard line. Ooh. Sorry, so I've been calling Hines Allen just by his, his last name there. I did not know that his first name was Joshua. So we got Josh Hines Allen sacking Josh Allen. Oh boy. Oh, this is one of my favorite tweets right now. This is from a PFT commentator on Twitter. Loser of this game should have to be called Josh Allen Jr. at the end of this one. I like that. It's hilarious. All right, so we're still in the commercial break. We're not missing a thing right now. All right, we're coming back from the commercial break here. Let's see what the Jags can do with some good field position here. Ball at the 38. Trevor Lawrence under center. Hands it off. Up the gut, and Travis Etienne able to pick up about 5 yards on that one. Nearly able to break that one. Jesus, man. Joey Bosa got absolutely depleted by Jacoby Myers on that last big run on the previous drive. Handoff to ETN and gets nothing on that one. All right. We got 3rd and 5 here. 3 receivers to the right side. Lawrence looking, has some time, throws it, and he's got Jacoby Myers. Sorry, that's Brian Thomas Jr., my bad. And that'll be across the 50 for a big first down. So from their own 43 all the way down to the Buffalo's 38-yard line, it looks like. Dog walking time. Hey, there you go. Say hello to the pupper for us, man. Hopefully the walk is good. Run to the right. Picks up 3. We got 2nd and 7 here. Lawrence under center, single back in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers stacked up on the right side. Football kid, let's go Jags. All right, man. Football kid, welcome, welcome. Run to the right side, and ETN good for about 5, setting up a 3rd and 2 for the Jags. Yeah, man. Football kid, welcome, welcome, my dude. How's your Sunday going, dude? Let me know. Oh. All right, we're in the last 60 seconds of this 3rd quarter, man. This game is flying by. Play action. Lawrence pressure, throws to the right, and that's going to be caught for a first down inside the 20, and that is Parker Washington. Great job, man. Cole Bishop putting pressure on Trevor Lawrence, but able to get it out just in time for a big chunk play. That is Lawrence's most impressive throw to me tonight, man, or today. Drifting to his left, trying to avoid a sack, and then just able to deliver a throw to the right side with obviously with tight coverage as well. Quick throw to the left side, gets it out to Parker Washington, and he will get it down near the 12, and that picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Hey, man, sorry about your Packers yesterday, dog. Yeah, man. Not great. You never want to end the season with a loss, but you definitely don't want to freaking end it losing to your rivals after being up by 18. But stuff happens, man. At the end of the day, I was able to get a little extra football from the Packers this year, so I'll take it. Feel like the Jags team is feeling different this season. They do, man. They're definitely not a perfect team, but honestly, this year I don't think there's anybody near perfection. But yeah, dude, they're looking good, man. I think the defense is really, really good. I think it's the best part of this team, and the offense when it is on, when it's clicking, they got the weapons. They got 2 really good running backs. They got a good core of receivers, and I think Brenton Strange is a very solid tight end. But having said that, I feel like this offense can only be as good as their quarterback. And Trevor Lawrence, he shows flashes, and I think this has been his best year. But when he is off, it just doesn't work. So yeah, man. Hopefully Lawrence, if you're a Jags fan or rooting for Jags, hopefully he can kind of bounce back after a kind of so-so first half. So. All right, so we're on a commercial break, but we're going to be switching over to the fourth quarter here. If I was a betting man, I'd bet Jags come out with a win. What's going on, Patrick? What's going on, brother? Welcome. Football kid, ain't no way the Jags are behind the Bills by 3. Well, the Jags had the ball, I think, in the red zone, with a chance to kick a field goal on 4th and 2, but they decided to basically keep the ball with Trevor Lawrence, and he was about a yard shy of the first. So right there, you lose 3 points. And then Lawrence, he threw a pick in Bills territory early in the game, so potentially losing some points there. So there's been some mistakes by the Jags, man. But the Bills they've kind of beaten themselves up too. They probably should be up by a little bit more, but it's 2 really good defenses. Sorry, 1 really good defense in Jacksonville. I would say almost exceeding expectations in the Bills defense today. But we'll see, man. Patrick. Y'all same here. There we go. Patrick Allen banged up a little bit. He's been he got banged up a lot in the first half, but he's looking good. 2nd and 6. Lawrence looking, throws to the right. He's got a wide open man. Parker Washington diving for that first down, but I think he's going to come up just short, but it'll be 3rd and inches coming up. Captain, look, the Bills have a different punter. Wishnowski, no. He's been their punter all year, my dude. Football kid, what the next round looking like if the Bills lose? If the Bills lose, the Chargers, if they win, they will be going up against the Broncos. Yeah, this is still, I think this is it's a lot going on today in the AFC. Lawrence with a keeper, and he's going to get the first down, good enough to pick up 2. And the Jags are going to be 1st and goal here. What if the Pats win today? Then trying to think here. So if the Chargers and the Bills lose today, then the Texans, if they win, they go to, let me see here. They go to face the number 1 seed. Lawrence with a keeper, and he gets dropped for a no gain on the play. So yeah. Because right now the Bills are the 6th seed. The Texans are the 5th. So yeah, so if the bottom two here, the Chargers and the Bills lose, the Texans are guaranteed to basically be the go up against the number one seed if they win. Oop! It shows the Bills picked him up. There you go. Lawrence looking right to the left, and he's got a man. Touchdown, Parker Washington in Jacksonville. Hold up. So it's a touchdown, but looks like we have a Jacksonville player down on the ground. So let me get the points up here first. But yeah, that player looks like he is like just face down on the ground. So a huge freaking score there by the Jags. And with the extra point, they can go up by 4 here, man. Let's go. Ooh. So that is Anton Harrison, who was able to walk off the field after getting hurt. It looks like they were checking out his right knee. So, see here. Football kid, who would the Steelers go against if they beat the Texans? Then the Steelers would be technically the so if basically if the Chargers, Bills, and the Texans lose, the Steelers would go up against the number one seed because they would be the lowest seeded team remaining, as they are the 4th seed. So yeah, so it would be Steelers versus Broncos, and then that will automatically make it the Patriots against the Jags. So, yep. Dave, the Bills picked up that punter in September of 2025. Yep. I think wasn't let me see here. Yeah, because Wishnowski, he played for, is it 49ers from what I remember? Yep. Yeah, Wishnowski was with San Francisco for 6 seasons, from 2019 to 2004. Spent the off season with the Commanders, and then got picked up by the Bills, like you said, early this year. Let's go, man. We got 5 people watching right now, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Dude, look at that kid, man. He's having a good time in the pool, man. Let's go. All right. Cam Little for the extra point, and it is right down the middle, baby. Jacksonville on top of the Bills, 17-13 with 12:55 left in the game. Yeah, dude, Parker Washington, man, he was the guy on that drive. Let me look this up here. Yeah, Parker Washington caught a 14-yard pass on that one, then a 4-yard pass, then a 5-yard pass, 3 consecutive plays where he caught a pass, and then finally ends it in the end zone for a touchdown. So Parker Washington catching four catches on that one. You're loco, so now my blood pressure is exceeding. It's rising, man. It's rising. Oh man, this is the best part, man. Like I said, the Packer game, it would have been so much better if it was back and forth. There would be a lot. There would have been a lot less disappointment. I would have been really excited throughout that entire game, even if they would have lost. But oh man, I hate being ahead and then just dreading watching the offense struggle. This is a great game, I feel like, but I can understand your anxiety, my man. Toss to the right, and Cook bowling over one of his own teammates to pick up about 6 or 7 yards. Yeah, man, we're getting there, dude. We are getting there. Second and 4. Josh Allen under center. Cook in the backfield. Play action. Dumps it underneath. Got hit as he threw, and that is going to be incomplete. Third and 4 coming up. Yeah, in the first half, Josh Allen got his helmet almost ripped off. Had a couple guys land on top of him. Ended up with a bloody left ear. Then the next drive, he ends up throwing the ball, gets a big first down, but ends up basically ramming his hand into the back of his offensive lineman's helmet, and then nearly got his leg broken on the touchdown scramble. Josh in the shotgun, quick throw to the left, gets it out to his tight end, Kincaid, for a first down. Right. First and 10, ball at the 48. Josh under center, fakes the handoff, rolling to his right. He's got a little bit of time, throws it over the middle, and he finds, it looks like Dawson Knox for a big chunk play down the field. And they are in scoring position here, man. Ooh, nice little double move there on the safety. It looks like they're going to be just inside the 30-yard line. Dave, TJ Edwards is out for the rest of the season. Yeah, man. I think they said it was a broken fibula that he suffered in that game. That's why they kind of had to wrap his leg up in that air cast. First and 10. Josh throws over the middle into triple coverage, and no bueno. And his receiver, that is Gabe Davis, is very, very slow to get up. Looks like he's favoring that left leg. See here. Oh no! Yeah, that is not a good one. Luckily, his leg wasn't completely fully planted, but that looked like a. Don't look this up, but if you know, you know. Remember what happened to Zach Ertz like a month ago? Like when he got hit in the leg? That's almost what looks like what happened with Gabe Davis there, man. It just like that sucked. Not a good idea to pass that. Yeah, that was a triple coverage, tight window over the middle. Yeah, you don't want to do that to one of your receivers, man. Just throw that one away. Second and 10. Quick throw. Gets it out. And that is going to be a catch by Keon Coleman. Good for about 3 or 4 yards. Sorry, Khalil Shakir. I saw the 0. Did not see the 1. Dude, that lady is all jacked up there on the stands as well, man. Got the afro going. She's all decked out. All right, third down. Josh in the shotgun. Running back to his right. Shakir in motion. Josh running up the gut, and he is going to slide, but might have gotten the first down. They're going to put it right on the line to gain, and that's going to move the chains. Allen quickly throws to the right, and do we get a challenge flag, or is it what's going on? Yep. Cohen is going to throw the challenge flag, saying that Allen began his slide before getting to the first down marker. Captain. It's definitely close. There's definitely it's definitely maybe worth the challenge here, especially because it would be a fourth down. All right, so gonna go to a commercial break here. Yeah, let me check something out here. So, James Cook, 14 carries, 45 yards, averaging 3.2 yards per carry. And then for the Jags, Travis Etienne, 7 carries, 59 yards, averaging nearly 8.5 yards per carry. Has a long of 26 yards. Bashal Tutton, 4 carries, 51 yards, averaging nearly 13 yards per carry. So Jacksonville, their top 2 running backs, 11 carries for 111 yards. They're averaging 10 yards per carry, and they only have 11 touches to Trevor's 23 passes. What are we doing? Captain, it's Coleman's week back because of the time he missed the meeting. Yep. Yeah, he cut a pass early in the game there down the right sidelines to help set them up in I think it was in striking distance of the end zone. That was actually the throw that Josh actually hit his hand on his offensive lineman's helmet. All right, so it'll be short. Cohen wins the challenge here. It'll be 4th and about a half a yard. And the Bills are staying on the field, and they get it. First down, Buffalo. Picks up about 3 there. Patrick, imagine a world where Darnold, May, Knicks both get to a Super Bowl before Allen. That'd be, I mean, all those guys, man. All those guys are definitely some of the favorites to do that. Broncos number 1 seed, Darnold number 1 seed, and May and the Patriots I think uh, are the dark horse for me to win the Super Bowl. 1st and 10, fakes the toss, throws to the right, sorry, to the left, gets it in, touchdown, Josh Allen, getting it to, I believe that is Dawson Knox, who is slow to, sorry, Dalton Kincaid, number 86, not 88. Slow to get up, but man, what a freaking throw by Josh Allen. Fake the toss to Shakir, and then that little hesitation by the corner, able to give Kincaid just enough room to get it inside that front pylon. Extra point is good. Prater making it a 3-point game here with 8:56 left in the fourth. We're getting down to it, man. We're getting down to the last 2 to 4 possessions of this game. I want Bills, but I'm worried. That's fair. Yeah, man. Like I said, there isn't really a team in the AFC that I would be super disappointed with going to the Super Bowl. I think everybody's kind of good, man. It'd be kind of cool to see the Chargers get a chance to win their first Super Bowl. Same thing for the Bills. Same thing for the Jags. I know everybody's still kind of sour on the Patriots because of the whole Tom Brady, Bill Belichick era, but it's a new era, man. Like Drake May has been a pretty dang good quarterback, man. That team is exciting to watch offensively. They have a pretty good defense. I'm trying to think here. Broncos, they may not look sexy, but a borderline the second best defense in the NFL. Bo Nix in that offense would be hilarious because like people have been saying that this team is are frauds all season long. I mean, you can't say that if they hoist the Lombardi Trophy. And then finally the Texans, never been to an AFC Championship game, never been to a Super Bowl, never won anything. That'd be pretty cool. So your local, let's freaking go touchdown, yes sir. Patrick touchdown. Now we need a big takeaway from the D. Captain Mickey Mouse, WWW. There we go. Patrick. Nah, I started liking Patriots when all the hate came out. There you go. That's fair. I like that, man. Patrick, you seem like a contrarian, my man. I can respect that. Your loco, hey defense, I don't ask for much, but would you be so kind and force a Jacksonville punt? Regards, my nerves as a Bills fan. Yep. If you can't do it for yourself, just do it for my anxiety, please. Please. Captain Mickey Mouse, Buffalo comeback. Oh, okay. All right. Catching it on the bounce, and it's going to be, I mean, not a great return in terms of yardage, but could have been worse. Got it across the 20, down near the 23. Oh boy. So, for an unfortunate update there. It looks like Gabe Davis might have broken his leg because they had that thing in like one of the biggest braces I've ever seen, and clearly emotional. Allen. Trevor takes a hit as he throws, and that is going to be incomplete. One of the few times they've been able to get pressure on Trevor in this game. All right, 2nd and 10. Lawrence in the shotgun, running back to his left. Gets it out to Travis Etienne. Breaks the tackle and is going to get a first down and stumbles to the 38, but that is going to move the chains. Nearly was a shoelace tackle away from going to the house on that one. That was Cole Bishop just able to get enough of Etienne to trip him up. Like the camera angle didn't really show, man, but there was nobody on the screen after Travis was able to get past everybody. 1st and 10, handed off to ETN, and he picks up 2, getting it down to the 39. Davis got carted off. Yep. Yeah, Gabe Davis, man. They had the towel over his head. Clearly, very emotional. Was getting consoled by, I believe, one of the medical staff there as they were carting him to the locker room. Yeah, and his left leg just completely like locked in by a brace. So 2nd and 8. Lawrence in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers on that right side. Pressure. Ball is batted and incomplete. Trying to get it to Parker Washington. And we got 3rd and long coming up. Bills need to go to open tackle school. They miss so many tackles. I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like that's an issue for like the NFL in general, man. Ever since they really can't, like most teams, they're not allowed, like they're just not really allowed to practice tackling, live tackling in practice anymore. I think they can only have a limited amount of sessions per season where they do live tackling. Left knee injury, they say, yeah. Lawrence rolling out to his right, trying to find somebody open. Does, and going to be incomplete. We do have a flag in the secondary, and I think this is going to be on Buffalo. Yes, that's why there's so many injuries. They're not in game shape. I think that's definitely part of it, man. And to be fair, like the game, like these guys have gotten like bigger and faster, and like I think you can only push the human body at this point so far. Play action. Lawrence under pressure tries to get it out to Parker. Sorry, tries to get it out to number 17. Not gonna get it. That's Tim Patrick, the former Denver Bronco. And the Zebras keep the flags in their pockets there. I mean, there could have been a case, but I don't think Lawrence was able to get that ball out enough to make it a legitimate catch. And I think that might be the first time I've seen Joey Bosa get a hit on Lawrence today. Lawrence throws to the left. He's got a wide open receiver to the 30 and down near the 24. And who else is it other than Parker Washington, approaching, has to be getting close to 100 yards, man. I think that was might be like a dig route there. Yeah, it definitely flattens that out. So that's not a post. So it's just a nice little dagger route there. All right, 7 catches, 107 yards for Washington. Lawrence in the shotgun. Oh, nice little end around there, trying to get it to Parker Washington. He gets to the edge. Joey Bosa can't get to him, and that is going to be good for about 3 or 4 yards. I like it. Fake the throw to the right side, and then just basically giving it to Parker Washington, who was running to the left there on the end around. Bosa is on the sidelines needing some water. He's like, oh, jeez. Joey Bosa's brother probably watching. I mean, yeah, Nick doesn't have anything else to do, man. He's out for the year, man. Handoff to Etienne. Gets it to the edge and is going to come up a yard shy of the first. Nice little pickup of about 5 or 6 there. McDermott is a defensive head coach, and this defense sucks. Bye-bye, Shawnee. I mean, I'll say this about Sean McDermott. Very similar to similar issues to LaFleur. Different, obviously different offense, different ideas and things like that, but very similar. Struggles with management, time management, things like that. That's true for almost any coach, man. I'll say this. All right, direct snap to Etienne, and he goes right up the gut, picks up the first down, gain of 2. And I'll say this for fans or people that just want Sean McDermott fired. Before Sean McDermott got there, look at the seasons leading up to Josh Allen coming there, to Sean McDermott being there. The Buffalo Bills were a laughingstock. They were worse than the Jets. Maybe not for the entire history, but from the 2000s into the 2010s, the Bills were not good. 1st and 10, rolling out to his right. Lawrence with a little bit of time, lofts one up to the 10, to the 5, stays on his feet, and Travis Etienne into the end zone. 4:03 on the clock. Definitely giving Josh Allen too much time, but a lead is a lead, and we don't apologize for touchdowns, man. So basically what I'm saying, the grass is always greener. Sean McDermott has been successful in his time with the Bills. They've made the playoffs nearly every single season he has been the head coach. You have gotten to multiple AFC championship games. And this is going to be the first time that, since 2018, that it's not going to be the Bengals or the Chiefs making it to the Super Bowl, basically. All right, extra point is good. And once again, with 4:03 left in the game, the Jags on top of the Bills. Oh my is behind yours. Okay. So yeah, don't get me wrong. This defense is not playing well. I'll say that. They've been bottom half for most of the season. Really can't stop the run. They give up big chunk plays in the passing game. But I think this is more of they need to retool. When you're paying your quarterback, when you're paying your running back, when you're paying your offensive line, when you're paying some other guys along that defensive line, you gotta start getting younger and faster and using the draft to fill in the gaps elsewhere. And that's what the Bills didn't get a chance to do this season. When so much of your cap is being hamstrung by a small group of guys, you got to start finding some diamonds in the rough, either late in the draft or starting investing in the top of that draft to those positions. It's just simple as that. And, it's just the way it is, man. So, your local, fire McDermott, get rid of this defense, blow the defense up. It's all bad. Everything is bad. Why does this team hurt me, man? It's okay. It's okay. I promise you, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Look at the Giants in 2011. That was the last time they won a Super Bowl. That was the year that they beat the Patriots again. They were the worst running defense in the NFL. And sorry, actually, not the run defense. They were the worst running team in the NFL offensively. Their passing game wasn't that much better. Trust me, man. Your team is never going to be perfect. It's rare where your offense is going to be ranked in the top 5 and your defense is going to be ranked in the top 5. Just rarely ever happens. But if you are consistently making the playoffs, consistently competing, and getting wins, they still have a chance to win this game. I don't know, man. To me, changing head coaches just to change it doesn't typically end well. Typically. All right. Returned across the 30 down to the 34. Patrick, I'm sweating. Last year, down by 3 with 3 minutes left. Bills went like 3 and out versus KC. Oh yeah, man. I remember that game. I streamed that game. That was it was deflating for sure. Deflating for sure. Your local, I can't take these close games, losses. Just why? Okay. I came back. Let's go. How was the walk, my man? 1st and 10, Josh. Quick throw to the left. Gets it out to Shakir, who picks up about 9 on that one. All right, clock is now under 4 minutes. Clock is running. 2nd and 8. It's just not fun watching this football team. It's pain. And I've always said this, man, and this is true. I've done this in the past. If watching your team play football is like torture and you're not enjoying it, take a break. There's nothing wrong with taking a break, man. 2nd and 2. Gain of 1, so 3rd and 1. Trust me, man. I wouldn't be like the reason I did the channel is because at that point, like, win or lose the Packers, I might be miserable during the loss, but I'm gonna always keep it in perspective. Josh keeping this one, and I think they did not get the 1st down, man. It's gonna be half a yard shy. So we got 4th and inches coming up. 4th and inches. For most, yes, consistently making playoffs good. For Allen and Jackson, not good enough. Maybe. But the alternative is there's the one thing I say, and this is true. There is never going to be a team. I don't care if you're the Patriots. There's never going to be a team where you're going to be in the Super Bowl every single year. You might be able to be in there for a 5 or 7 window there, but 7-year window. It's just that doesn't happen. The Patriots and the Chiefs have kind of skewed what people's perspective is, what it is, what normally happens through 100 years of football. That is just usually does not happen, man. Just doesn't. And on top of that, it's going to be significantly easier for a team to suck for a long time than it is to be consistently in the Super Bowl or in the AFC Championship year after year. It's just true. Get yourself to the dance. You give yourself a chance. Walk was okay, chilly, but a little wind. Sun was out. Let's go. Sun is out. Let's go. All right, so they did get the 1st down. 1st and 10. Wide open receiver. And gets it down to the 20, and that is number 18, Brandon Cooks. Blowing the top off the defense and getting open. Josh putting maybe a little bit too much air under it, slowing him down, and either way, they're in striking distance to take the lead late in this game. And we have reached the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Josh Allen in this offense at the 20 with the chance to take the lead very late in this game. Football kid F. I love you, Brandon Cooks, and I'm sure he loves you too. You're local. He loves you too, man. Patrick Allen just put the cape on. There you go. Make sure it's tight. Make sure it's straight. Boom. Flapping in the wind right now. Patrick, nothing's ever easy. Nope. Nope. Captain Jacksonville at Everbank Stadium. There you go. Sorry, is Jacksonville, are they building a new stadium or are they already in their new stadium? I can't remember. What's the time left? 2 minutes. We're on commercial right now. We're on the commercial break, but we're at the 2-minute warning. So when we come back, final 2 minutes, baby. Yep, and all three of these, every team has all three of their timeouts, so still plenty of time. Two-minute warning. There you go. Thank you, Patrick. And then Captain, we haven't heard. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I know a couple years ago that they were, for the last couple years, they've been saying that they were going to move them to the UK, but I don't know, man. I think the NFL is more willing to just build a new division in Europe, but that probably won't happen for at least the next 5 to 10 years, maybe. All right, we're back. Allen in the shotgun, running back to his left, ball at the 20. Jacksonville in coverage. Sends 4. Allen looking, rolling to his right, gets it underneath to his tight end, and that's going to pick up 2 yards. That is Dawson Knox getting wrapped up at the 18. Dave, the Browns Jags was moving to Orlando so they would work on the state. Okay, gotcha. All right, we got 2nd and 8 here. Allen in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. He gets it out to Shakir. Able to make a man miss and gets it down near the 14. 3rd down coming up. Clock is continuing to run. 110, 109, 108, 107, 106. Oh, hold up. Clock is stopped. Did somebody finally use a timeout? And there we go. Jacksonville going to use a timeout. Try to preserve this clock. So they adjust the clock back to 116. Yeah, right now, man, Buffalo controlling this game, controlling the clock. They look confident, man. Josh Allen, 25 career game winning drives in the regular season, 0 during the playoffs. Quick throw, gets it out to Shakir again, and he is going to be stopped what looks like about a yard. Actually, they're marking it right at the spot. That's a favorable spot. I still think it's going to be short, though. Not going to lie, that actually might be to the Bills' benefit because it's going to force Jacksonville to use one of their timeouts here. And then if they pick up the first on fourth down, then Jacksonville will basically use their final one with no chance to stop it again after that. Dude, we're getting down to it, baby. Jacksonville did use their second. 4th and inches is officially the call on the field. This is it. Bills cannot settle for a field goal. They got to go for it. If they get it, there's a good chance that they win. They'll be able to control the rest of the clock, take their time. But if Jacksonville's defense, man, can get a stop. And he got it. First down, Josh Allen. And they're saying it's a touchdown. They never blew the whistle dead, and Josh Allen was literally carried into the end zone by his guys. Wow. Not gonna lie, if you're the Jags, that is best case scenario, to be honest with you. Okay, yeah, they're gonna readjust this here. I'm taking this off. He was clearly down at the 1 yard line. No, on the 1 yard line. That's better, actually. It is, yeah. Because you don't want to score a touchdown, because then you're giving Jacksonville the ball back with about a minute left. This way, they have to. They're going to use their final timeout, and you can basically kind of eat up as much clock as you can. You might be able to even just take like a knee at the 1. Did they just push for 11 yards? The tush push. The tush push. I mean, I think it was more like 7 or 8, but yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Like Josh was like barely walking on the field. His legs were basically like up in the air, man. Please reset the game clock to 105. I've never seen that. Yeah, kind of weird. Because I feel like his momentum was stopped after picking up the first down. It was like a gain of 2 or 3, and then it kind of stopped, and then that second surge came through. So I'm just very surprised that they gave him all of that. Don't understand how hard. All right, Josh gets it into the end zone, and now it's official. Touchdown, Josh Allen. Second time he's able to punch it in to the end zone here today. All right. This is actually a good thing for the Jags, man. This is going to give them a chance to win. Yep, Josh going to score as hell tomorrow. Going to be sore as hell tomorrow. Yes, he is. OMG, please, Jags. And the kick is good. And the Bills, with 64 seconds left on the clock, have taken the lead here by 3. Oh, your game not over yet? No, sir. No, sir, man. We got about 27 minutes left before the next game starts. Starts at 3:30 Central Time here. So hopefully we don't go into overtime. Otherwise, we're gonna have to be scrambling just a little bit. Still got a minute left. Yep. 64 seconds. 64 seconds. I hate overtime. The Jags. Oh yes, they did. Sorry about that. Jags do not have any more timeouts. Sorry, they used it on the previous on that the just before the touchdown by Josh. All right. Going to be caught inside the 5, return to the 10, 15, 20, wrapped up right down near the 23. Great tackle by the Buffalo Bills. $59 seconds left. First and 10, throws over the middle, and it's picked off. It goes in and out of the hands of Jacoby Myers, and the Bills have called it game. Cole Bishop, and we've seen this happen two times before. Each time the Bills defender that was trying to intercept it after the ball bounced backwards was unable to get to it. 3 times was the charm. And there it is. That is the second interception by Trevor Lawrence today. Probably could have had at least another 2 more throughout this game. And that is how Jacksonville's season is going to end here, man. Wow. Didn't even get a chance to get started on that drive, man. Wow. It's over. Bills win. 77 yards with 55 seconds to go. Yeah, no. Football kid. Damn it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yes, there you go, man. Your team got you the win, baby. Chris, no way. Yep. And final kneel down, and that's it, man. Bills are moving on to the divisional round, and the Jacksonville Jaguars' impressive season is going to come to an end, man. And Josh Allen getting his first come-from-behind victory in the postseason. Football kid, GG's, Buster. Hey, good game, man. Hey, they gave us a show, man. They gave us a freaking show. That's all we can ask for. All right. All right, let's change the records real quick before we head out. 13th victory for the Bills this season, and for Jacksonville, man. 5th and final loss. Football kid, Bills, you suck. Come on, man. Come on. Be a sport about it, brother. Jacksonville had a heck of a season, man. There's nothing they can't, regardless of the win or the loss, man. No team can take that away from the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. They were a dang good team. Nobody expected this from them. They were 4-13 last year. There's a heck of an improvement, man. First great season by Liam Cohen as the head coach. if they can get some more guys on that offense, man, get a couple more weapons. To be honest with you, I don't really think they need that many, but another big receiver, maybe kind of change that offensive line a little bit and add some more weapons to that D line, especially in the secondary. Yeah, trust me, man. Jacksonville is going to be back here next year. They look good. Let me see here. Captain Mickey Mouse, Buffalo 1. Let's go. Freaking good. My heart right now. Let's go. First road playoff win, too. Hey, there we go. Patrick, away playoff win. Heck yeah. Dave, divisional round is next Sunday, right? I believe so. I think they got two games on Saturday and then 2 games on Sunday. Yeah, GG football kid. I'm a Bills fan, but you can't say we suck out of anger. It's all right, man. Now Bills go to the. Now, does Bills go to Bears? No, they. Nope. NFC teams don't play each other. Don't play AFC teams until the Super Bowl, man. So, yeah, the Bills are going to be going up against. They're the 6th seed. So if the Chargers lose, the Bills go to the Broncos. But if the Chargers win, then the Bills go to play the. Let me see here. Who's the top team remaining here? They go against the Steelers if the Steelers win. So, yeah. Patrick Peterson. Let me see here. Yeah, give Jackson props. They look good, man. Improving, getting an extra 9 wins from last year, man. That is a heck of a turnaround. Trevor Lawrence looked the best he has looked as a pro. That offense was explosive at times. And the defense, much improved, man. So, they were the best team against the run this year, defensively. So, there's a lot to build off of this year, man. Jacksonville is a hell of a team, man, and hopefully they can get better, man, because that's a young, exciting team. So, your local GG Jags, Captain good if they go to Pittsburgh. Bills can easily do it. Yeah, they can do it, man, but nothing's guaranteed, man. Nothing is guaranteed. All right, let's see here. Let's freaking go, man. Holy cow, man. 4 people watching. You guys got 7 likes on this video, man. Thank you so freaking much, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right. I got about I'm going to try to get the next stream up a little bit early, but it might be close to when that starts. So, I'll see you guys in about 15 to 20 minutes, man. So thank you so much, man. Thank you for showing up to another freaking stream. I appreciate you. I'll see you in a bit. Make sure you tune into that one, man. It's going to be a good one. It's going to keep going, man. San Francisco, Philadelphia, it should be some decent football. Defensively, 2 really good teams. And hopefully if the Eagles offense shows up, should be plenty of points, man. So thank you. Captain Mickey Mouse, look, Dave, Ellen, wife is happy. Let's go, man. David, there you go. All right, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. See ya.